A member in our audience asked for a video on Coreum, so here it is. I wanted to get this out because it's an important step in the direction of understanding where Coreum is coming from. As you can see from this home screen, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, XRP, Binance, and Coreum. Right off the back, where I'm about to go with this, we're going to cover their motivation behind all of this. This tells me that they've at least considered Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Binance, XRP, networks, the ledgers, the architecture, the power, their potential, and what Sologenic and their mission can do with those networks, which leads them to Coreum. And I'm going to get into that in a second. So this is actually very beneficial when you consider that they have looked at these networks. All right, so let's get into this article right here. There's this article on Medium. We'll get in. I'll post the link down below. I'll cover this entire article, but I want to get into it in bite-sized chunks. So their motivation is that Sologenic was initially launched with the purpose of on-demand tokenization of assets such as stocks and ETFs that could be traded on a fast and reliable decentralized exchange. Now, we know that here because we are advocates of Sologenic. We see where they're going. We've known that they've been wanting to tokenize assets for quite some time, and they've been running into all sorts of obstacles because this is not an easy task. It is very hard to do what they are trying to do, and frankly, I admire that. You know, it takes a lot of confidence and the right team to be able to put that together, and I believe that Sologenic is the right team. So the obvious choice at the time was the XRP ledger, which enabled us to experiment with trust lines, IOUs, and the native built-in decentralized exchange. Now right here on the trust lines, I really like that they put IOUs because every single token on the XRP ledger, other than XRP, is an IOU to the XRP coin. That is why every single coin that is created and you get it airdropped, you could immediately exchange for it on the decentralized exchange. There's a pair right away. And that's actually kind of important because we're going to get down to it right here in this bigger gray area text if you want to read ahead. But the Asset Tokenization Platform, or ATP, Sologenic.com, has been in simulator mode since early July 2020, and it has been used and pilot tested by many enthusiasts in the crypto industry. I actually believe it's been tested by enterprise companies as well. At Sologenic, we have a product-first approach that can be used by the masses and be relied upon. Being able to build these products requires a reliable infrastructure without limitations. Shortly after the launch, we started coming up with new ideas and products to be built on the Sologenic ecosystem, but we were instantly blocked due to the lack of underlying features provided by the XRP ledger, such as smart contracts and issued currency escrows. Now, a lot of people in the XRP community have had negative things to say about this response, but this is a well thought out response. I mean, XRP ledger doesn't have smart contracts, and you can't issue currency escrows. Now, you might not think that that's such a big deal, but it is. The issued currency escrows is probably a bigger deal than not having smart contracts, especially if you're Sologenic and you're trying to tokenize assets. Enterprise solutions, enterprise clients, they want to see that Sologenic, the team of Sologenic, is not able to touch Solo coins. And right now, on the XRP ledger, you cannot issue currency escrows. You can only do it with XRP. That's why Ripple's lawsuit versus the SEC is so strong right now, because 50 billion XRP is locked up in escrow. So they can't touch it. Nobody can touch it. They don't even have control over it. That's massive if you really think about it. And Sologenic is not able to do that. Zoj isn't able to lock up their coins in escrow if they wanted to. They tried, or looked into it at least, and they weren't able to. Only XRP can. We came up with different ways to avoid them, but many other ideas were dropped as they would introduce a centralization piece to the project. We looked at many different blockchains, and we could not find a perfect solution for our problems. For example, Ethereum is a great blockchain, but its current underlying infrastructure is not yet natively scalable. The high transaction fees make it almost impossible to be widely adopted by DeFi systems. Some other blockchains are fast and cost efficient, but lack modern architectures such as smart contracts, and some are thought to be centralized due to massive node requirement that only a handful of operators can afford. So right there, that tells me they looked into Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, well, of course, they're on the XRP ledger, Binance, Polkadot. We decided to create a new Layer 1 blockchain that not only helps the Sologenic ecosystem grow, but to help other DeFi developers and to be served as a core infrastructure for the future of decentralized applications. This is how Coreum was born. The Coreum design principles: highly efficient, fast, cost-effective, green, 99% lower carbon footprint, support for smart contracts, built-in decentralized exchange, built for tokenization, fully decentralized, interoperable. All of these core principles will support Sologenic in their mission to tokenize assets. And it will support all of the DeFi developers to do this, to make it happen, because they're smart contracts. There's not going to be high gas fees. There's a lot more. We'll get into this as we go, because in the cost-effective, fast, highly efficient, I remember them saying something about the more volume and transactions there are on the network, the more incentivized the core holders will be incentivized. They'll earn more. Whereas a lot of the networks, the more volume that is being had, the less the network investors, if you will, are able to make, because the fees just get too high. So we'll look into that as well. Have a mighty and powerful day.